What is up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers. This is my breakdown and prediction for Jingliang going against Daniel Rodriguez.
I need all the wins, yeah. Harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out.
And we are here breaking an interesting matchup down. Obviously, it was supposed to be Daniel Rodriguez going against Kevin Holland, Jingliang going against Tony Ferguson. They now are matched up against each other, and I will be breaking it down, going through some numbers, talking about the matchup. There has been some absolute madness for UFC 279. Lots of changes, and this was one of the fights that was changed. So, I guess we just get right into breaking it down. So we'll start with Jingliang, the Leech. He is 34 years old, 6 foot, with a 72-inch reach, 19-7 and 3-2 in his last 5 fights. Daniel Rodriguez, he is 35 years old, 6'1", with a 74-inch reach, 16-2 and 4-1 in his last 5 fights. The Leech is going to be 1 year younger. It's going to be Daniel Rodriguez with a 1-inch height advantage, and it's also going to be Daniel Rodriguez with a 2-inch reach advantage. Of course, as we know, the Leech fights at 170. Typically, Daniel Rodriguez fights at 170 as well, but Daniel Rodriguez did weigh in today at this catch weight limit at 180 against Kevin Holland. I believe he weighed in a little bit under that 180 catch weight limit, but this is a good fight. I mean, am I a little bit frustrated with the matchups getting changed around? Yes, I had 6 bets combined, 5 or 6 bets combined on these last 3 fights. They're all voided now, but maybe we can find some spots for this fight. So obviously the Leech hits very hard. And Daniel Rodriguez has a very good chin. He's only been knocked down once. He got knocked down against Dwight Grant. The Leech hits much harder than Dwight Grant, so that kind of scares me. But as far as this fight plays out, I feel like Daniel Rodriguez, as long as he does not get knocked out, I feel like he's going to have a lot of success here. We take a look at the numbers. Daniel Rodriguez landing 8.06 significant strikes per minute. This guy has a 2.68, a positive 2.68 significant strike differential, where we have the Leech. He's only landing 4.39 with a 42% accuracy, and those are not bad numbers at all. But Daniel Rodriguez is clearly going to have the volume advantage here. I think he is the better striker overall. Daniel Rodriguez, I believe, is a black belt in BJJ, so if this fight does hit the mat, Daniel Rodriguez is going to have a significant advantage down there. I don't really expect Daniel Rodriguez to go for many takedowns, if any. I honestly would like him to if I was betting him in this fight. I'm not sure I'm going to get there. We'll talk about the line in a second. But if he was to go in there and get takedowns, I think he'll have a significant advantage on the mat against the Leech, who has struggled with the ground game at times and who has been submitted twice in his career. But I do expect this fight to stay standing. And if it does, it's close. Let's take a look at the line here. We have Daniel Rodriguez. I love how they already have lines out on this. So they have Daniel Rodriguez. He opened up minus 150 against the Leech, dropped to minus 165. He is back to minus 148. The Leech, he opened up as a plus 130 dog, went to plus 145. He is back to plus 126. So it is lined fairly close here, and as it should be, because the Leech has a ton of power. He showed it off in his last couple fights. When he is winning fights, he is winning them by knockout. I think he has like 8 or 9 knockouts in the UFC. We'll take a look at the Leech's last couple fights, and we see that he did knock out Muslim Salikov, who he's never been knocked out prior to that fight. Santiago Ponzinibbio, a very good chin. He knocked out Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos, very good chin. So he's knocking out some very durable guys. So can he knock out Daniel Rodriguez? I think that is very much on the table. But, D-Rod, 18 professional fights, never been knocked out, never been submitted. I like this guy a lot. Honestly, I thought the matchup with him and Holland, I thought it was a tough matchup for him. Holland was going to have a 7-inch reach advantage, and in this matchup, he's going to have the reach advantage, a 2-inch reach advantage. I think he's going to have the volume advantage. I think if this fight hits the ground, he's going to have a significant advantage down there. But, the Leech has the power. So in terms of making a pick, I will be going with Daniel Rodriguez here. I do think he wins this fight, and I will say this is going to be such a fun fight. I think it's going to be a war, and I'll say he wins by decision. The Leech is very tough to knock out. If there is a finish in this fight, maybe it comes on the Leech side, or maybe Daniel Rodriguez does work his ground game, get it down to the mat, and find the sub. But I do expect this to play out on the feet. I do expect Daniel Rodriguez to have the more volume. I do expect him to win a lot of these striking exchanges, but I do think the Leech is also going to have his moments there. So as far as a pick, I will go with Daniel Rodriguez, and I will take him to win by decision. If you guys enjoyed the breakdown, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll be getting out the breakdowns for the 2 new fights, Khamzat Chimaev going against Kevin Holland, and then, of course, Nate Diaz going against Tony Ferguson. I'll also be going live to break it all down as well. So leave a like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Best of luck for UFC 279.